Have you ever had anxiety, felt a panic attack, or experienced dispersonalization? If you have, I think it's time I told a story. These black clouds are really setting the tone for this one. So let's rewind many years ago to before I was a teenager and when I was a kid. So picture this, I was 9 years old, I was at a football match, it was coming up to half time and I just got myself the nicest burger. Then bam, a ball hits me in the face. The striker on the opposition team hit this ball as hard as he could. It flies past the post, smashes me in the face. My burger turns to smithereens and I'm like, whoa, I'm all over the place. And that there was the start of my panic attacks, anxiety and dispersonalization. From then on, I was struggling. Whenever I'd have a panic attack or this dispersonalization, I would feel like I was in a dream world, like I was living in a lucid dream and nothing felt real. It then proceeded to affect my life to the point where I couldn't even go into school. I was walking out every time I was being taken into school. I was running away from it. I just couldn't deal with any of it. To make matters worse, I had this really bad leg injury and I needed a cast on it to get it fixed. And I ended up spending 6 months in my room, not seeing anybody and just having my dinners brought up to me. I literally couldn't go out of the house. I couldn't even go out of my room. Although it was scary, I had to do something. So I started by trying to come out of my room first, then out of my house, and then venture into places like parks just to get out of my head. I ended up somehow getting myself back into school, in which I only did 2 years of, but I managed to get my grades and everything was all right at the end of it because I felt like I had achieved something by being able to go back and coming out the other end of it. From then on out, I had to really work on myself, like going to college and just being out in the big wide world, meeting people and trying to socialize. It was really, really hard because I felt like I never had a social life as a teenager. Everything was stressful and scary. But as I went on, I pushed myself to do the things that I never thought I could do. That included going on to Drive, performing in front of 1,000 people, things that you never would have imagined you could have ever done if you was in the position that I was in at that point. And the thing with it is, it manifests itself in so many different ways. For me, it turned into health anxiety, where I was worrying about my health all the time. And just in general, being able to go out and socialize and be this person that I needed to be with the music that I made. With being this different person, it was just me putting on a front to be confident and brave when I was performing or talking to people in general. And even though I experienced it all and still am to a certain extent, I am very grateful because it's made me into the person I am today, to the point where I've done things that I never felt that I could have ever achieved. And a famous saying comes to mind: when you're going through hell, keep going. And I believe in you like I believed in myself to push through all of the adversity.